Hello everyone. In the last two parts, we completed the reading and explanation of the chapter. Today we are going to move on to the question answers, summary and the textbook exercises of this chapter. So without wasting much of time, let's move ahead. Let's start off. The chapter, The Summit Within, is written by H.P.S. Ahluwalia. The story is based on the experiences of Major H.P.S. Ahluwalia, a member of the first successful Indian expedition to Mount Everest. Ahluwalia was full of humility when he stood on the summit of Everest. He thanked God for his physical success. It was the highest of the goals for him. He feels that it is far more difficult to climb the summit within oneself than to climb the summit of a mountain. The climber gets the inspiration to face life's ordeals with determination. Now let's do the comprehension check on page number 80. Question number 1. Standing on Everest, the writer was overjoyed, very sad, jubilant and sad. Choose the right item. The answer here is jubilant and sad. Question number 2. The emotion that gripped him was one of victory over hurdles, humility and a sense of smallness, greatness and self-importance, and joy of discovery. Choose the right item. The answer here is part 2, humility and a sense of smallness. Question number 3. The summit of the mind refers to great intellectual achievements, the process of maturing mentally and spiritually, overcoming personal ambition for common welfare, living in the world of thought and imagination, the triumph of mind over worldly pleasures for a noble cause, or a fuller knowledge of oneself. Mark the item or items not relevant. Now here in the question, the points which are not relevant are first, third, fourth and fifth. In working with the text, page number 81, let's start with question number 1. Answer the following questions. What are the 3 qualities that played a major role in the author's climb? The answer is, the 3 qualities which played a major role in the author's climb are endurance, persistence, and willpower. Question number 2. Why is adventure, which is risky, also pleasurable? Adventure is risky but pleasurable, though it presents great difficulties, but man takes delight in overcoming such hurdles. And so this experience is not just physical, it is emotional and spiritual also. Question number 3. What was it about Mount Everest that the author found irresistible? The answer could be, the author was attracted to its beauty and challenges. And despite the difficult climb, the author wanted to experience a feeling of joy of having achieved victory on the strongest and the most beautiful mountain on earth. Question number 4. One does not do it, climb a high peak, for fame alone. What does one do it for really? The answer to this is, one does not climb a peak for fame alone, but he does it for the joy of having done something. Question number 5. He becomes conscious in a special manner of his own smallness in this large universe. This awareness defines an emotion mentioned in the first paragraph. Which is the emotion? The emotion which is mentioned here is the emotion of humility. Question number 6. What were the symbols of reverence left by members of the team on Everest? On Everest, a picture of Guru Nanak was left by the author. A picture of Goddess Durga was left by Rawat. A relic of the Buddha was left by Fu Dorji. And a cross was buried by Edmund Hillary. Question number 7. What, according to the writer, did his experience as an Everester teach him? The experience as an Everester taught the writer to face life's ordeals determinedly. It taught him that winning the internal summit is as important as climbing the external summit. In question number 2, write a sentence against each of the following statements. Your sentence should explain the statement. You can pick out sentences from the text and rewrite them. The first one has been done for you. The experience changes you completely, and it is suggested by this particular sentence, which says, one who has been to the mountains is never the same again. Let's come to part 2. Man takes delight in overcoming obstacles. And the answer to this could be, the demonstration of endurance, persistence, and willpower in overcoming great difficulties is delightful. Third, mountains are nature at its best. The answer to this could be, the beauty and majesty of the mountains pose a great challenge for a climber. Part 4, the going was difficult, but the after effects were satisfying. The answer to this could be, climbing the mountains was difficult, but reaching the summit gives one a feeling of satisfaction and deep fulfillment. Part 5. The physical conquest of a mountain is really a spiritual experience. And the answer to this is, the physical act of climbing to the summit of mountain is similar to the act of climbing the mountain within yourselves, which is spiritual and deeply satisfying experience. Now let's move on to working with language. Look at the italicized phrases and their meanings given in brackets. Mountains are nature at its best. Now, at its best phrase means nature's best form and appearance. Your life is at risk. At risk means in danger. You run the risk of losing your life. He was at his best or worst in the last meeting. Now, at his best or worst means it was his best or worst performance. Fill in the blanks in the following dialogues, choosing suitable phrases from those given in the box. You've been given a few phrases in the box, and you have to fill in these phrases in appropriate places. Let's start. Teacher, you were away from school without permission. Go to the principal, dash, and submit your explanation. Here we can write at once. Pupil, yes ma'am, but would you help me write it first? Arun, are you unwell? Ela, no, not at all. Why do you ask? Arun, if you were unwell, I would send you to my uncle. He is a doctor. Part 3. Mary, almost every Indian film has an episode of love at first sight. David, is that what makes them so popular in foreign countries? Part 4. Asif, you look depressed. Why are your spirits at a low ebb today? Now, at a low ebb means on a lower side. Ashok, I have to write 10 sentences using words that I never heard before. Part 5. Sheba, your big moment is close at hand. Jyoti, how should I welcome it? Sheba, get up and receive the trophy. Question number 2. Write the noun forms of the following words adding ance or ence to each. Let's start with the first word. Endure becomes endurance. Signify becomes significance. Maintain becomes maintenance. Notice the change in the spelling here. Persist becomes persistence. Confide becomes confidence. Abhor becomes abhorrence. The word abhor means to fill with horror. Question number 3. There are two columns given to you, A and B. Here you have to match the words under A with their meanings under B. Remote will match with the meaning far away from. Means matches with the meaning method. Dominant matches with most prominent. Formidable matches with difficult to overcome. And overwhelmed matches with to overcome or overpowered. Now fill in the blanks in these sentences below with appropriate words from under A. Let's start with the first sentence. There were formidable obstacles on the way, but we reached our destination safely. We have no means of finding out what happened there. Why he lives in a house remote from any town or village is more than I can tell. Overwhelmed by gratitude, we bowed to the speaker for his valuable advice. The old castle stands in a dominant position above the sleepy town. So that was the end of this chapter, The Summit Within, written by Major H.P.S. Ahluwalia. And here I again repeat the moral of this chapter, that in our life we face many difficult situations, time and again. But what is important is to overcome those difficulties which are there inside us. The situation is not difficult. What is difficult is to overcome the fear and the anxieties that we create in our mind. What is difficult is to reach the summit within rather than the summit outside. Best of luck for your future adventures, for all your life, and in the next session I'm going to bring up a new topic for you. Till then, take good care of yourself, stay healthy, stay happy. Goodbye.